following the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Trojanettes lead the Lady Scotties here at halftime of the 15th District Championship game, 33-25. Glasgow led 16-11 at the end of the first quarter, actually extended that lead to 22-15, a 7-point lead, and that's when Barren County came back with a huge run and scored, went on an 18-0 run, and took a 11-point lead at 33-22 before the three-pointer from Glasgow's Nina McMurtry before the end of the second quarter. And looking at stats for the first half, as this report is brought to you by Colton's Steakhouse and Grill. Colton's thanks you for your business. Colton's Steakhouse and Grill, we know what's at stake. For Glasgow in the first half, they're 12 of 26 from the field, 46.2%, 1 of 5 from behind the arc, 0 for 4 from the foul line. They have 23 rebounds, 6 of those in the offensive end. They've turned the ball over 13 times in the first half. And the scoring for the Lady Scotties, Kayla Bradley and Ashadi Gore has 8 points apiece, 6 for Ansley Adwell, and a three-pointer from Nina McMurtry. Barren County has took 13 more shots than Glasgow, 14 of 39 for 35.9%, 3 of 12 from long range, 2 of 4 from the foul line. Trojanettes have 19 rebounds. They've been out-rebounded by 4, but 8 of those have been on the offensive end. They've only turned the ball over 1 time in the entire half, and the Trojanettes have 10 steals. And looking at the scoring, Carly Delk with 18 points, 9 of 11 from the field. She also has 6 rebounds to go along with her 18 points, and she scored 14 of those in the second quarter. 14 for Elizabeth Bertram, 3 threes, 2 twos, 1 of 2 at the line. And the other point coming from Macy Lockhart on 1 of 2 at the charity stripe. So what a big half for Carly Delk. Let's hope she can keep that up another half.
Well, she's not only done it by the points that she's been able to score, 18. She's done it rebounding the basketball. She's got 6 rebounds, and she's a huge reason that Ashanti Gore only has 8 points. And you account all that together, clearly she's been the first half MVP. I know Elizabeth has 14, but Carly's what really gave us that spark, got us going. We had some big eyes there for a little while, we were in shock with what Glasgow had kind of thrown at us, and we were reeling, if you will. And Carly kind of pulled us out of that hole and got us all figured out. Now, can we keep that up in the second half? That's a huge question. We need a little bit more offensive production. Eve Jackson needs to hit a couple shots. You can't count on 9 of 11 from Carly Delk again. It would be great, but Raven needs to take some more shots. She only had 2 shots there in the first half. But the really big things, you said it already, but I'll highlight it again. We got out-rebounded before. I can live with it. We actually out-rebounded them on the offensive glass 8-6. 11-4 second chance points. We outscored them 11-4, and the other huge one was those 13 turnovers we were able to force them into. We've got to continue to put their ball handlers in uncomfortable positions, and if we can end the game at 16-0 like we are at the half, 8-0 all points off turnovers, then I like our chances to take this 15th district championship. But it's going to be a war. We're going to have to obviously battle. Nobody in foul trouble. Nobody either way has more than one. Like to change that, like to put Gore in foul trouble early, but you know that she's going to be their go-to. They're going to try to get her the basketball in every situation, and if we double team her, we cannot let somebody like Mia Cassidy or Nina McMurtry get hot from 3. That was McMurtry's first 3 she's hit in all 3 games that we played. So if she finds it, then that's going to be another offensive weapon we have to respect.
Halftime report brought to you by Colton Steakhouse and Grill. And remind you, 104 The Score online to see stories and photos from all the 15th District Tournament games throughout the week. Tomorrow night, Trojans and the Patriots for the 15th District title. We'll have a new boys 15th District champion this year, as Glasgow was knocked out by Allen County Scottsville 51-48 on Tuesday night. Glasgow had won the tournament the last 2 years in a row, so we'll have a new tournament champion tomorrow night between Barren County and Allen County Scottsville. Will be here at 5:40 to bring you the broadcast. Well, we're about time to take our final break as we get set for the second half. Don't have any scores to pass along right now. The Coca-Cola scoreboard. We'll hope to get a few from the other districts that are going on tonight. The championships and the girls in the 13th, 14th, and 16th. We'll come back with the second half. Trojanettes 33, the Lady Scotties 25. And always, remember, if you find a vehicle on DonFranklinAuto.com, Don Franklin will then bring that vehicle to Glasgow and let you experience the Don Franklin difference. This is the 15th District Basketball Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Winter on your broadcast brought to you in part by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Jamie Harris. Let Jamie Harris of Edward Jones assist you today with your financial planning. Third quarter, sponsored by Southern States Glasgow Co-op. It'll be the Trojanettes basketball. They outscored Glasgow 22-9 in that second period of play.
Think they're going to chase Carly this half? Well, maybe they should, but they're not.
They're not. But here's Delk, sending it off in the right corner to Bertram. Bertram curls around, goes inside, throws up the shot, and it's going to rim off. And tapped out, and Ennis grabs it. Ennis in the lane, bounces over the right side. Murphy will fire away, and it's coming off the rim. Adwell with a rebound for Glasgow. Adwell pushing it down the floor on the right side. Pulls up with a shot. It's blocked. And then taken in there by Ennis on the left baseline. Bounces it out to Murphy. Murphy bounces off to Jackson. Jackson stops and kicks it back to Murphy. Murphy bounce pass is kicked out of bounds off the foot of Bradley. Stays with the Trojanettes, leading by 8, 33-25. As Bertram will toss it in. Gets it out to Jackson. Bounce pass, near side. Murphy, the middle to Delk, over to Jackson. 3 in the air. No, missed it badly. The rebound comes off to Adwell. Eve Jackson 0 for 9 from the field tonight.
0 for 14 for the district tournament. She's got to keep shooting, though. We've got to have her as an offensive weapon. One will go win.
1 minute gone here in the third. Barren County with an 8-point lead, 33-25. Adwell off the screen right, drives, goes into Delk, and there'll be a blocking foul.
Fall down. All she's got to do is fall down.
She kind of twisted around after Adwell bumped against her and on Carly Delk. That's her second. Team's first of the second half. And Adwell at the line, a 68.5% foul shooter on the season. Puts it up. It is good.
You're not used to taking a whole lot of charges in the women's game, but you have to be able to take that, and that's a huge weapon to keep them from driving in.
33-26. Adwell puts it up in the air and got it. And now the lead is cut to 6 after the Trojanettes led by as many as 11. Comes out to Murphy. Murphy here on the near side. Bounce pass right side. It goes to Jackson. Jackson out. Cooks it back out to Murphy. 3 ball in the air. Air ball.
Nope.
Out of bounds to Glasgow.
She's having a rough game, too. She's 0 of 5, maybe 0 of 6, and they're not close.
Ball comes into Gore. She'll give it back to Adwell. Adwell's in a trap. And here's, going to get a foul on Bertram for bumping into Page.
Just a hair late to get the steal.
Her first, team second. So Glasgow now is on a 5-0 run of themselves.
Right. After
trailing 33-22. As the ball comes up to Gore. Gore picked off by Bertram. Bertram on the left side. Still on the dribble. Now picks it up, needs some help. She's double team. It's deflected, and here comes Gore with the ball.
Why would you try to throw through 4 arms? That's what she did, though.
And Gore having trouble trying to get it to somebody. Here comes Adwell racing down. Goes left, goes in the lane, throws up the shot, banked it up, no good. Rebound Gore, trying to go back up with it, no. Coming out of there with it is Raven Ennis for the Trojanettes. She lost the handle, and here's McMurtry, gives it off to Gore. Gore drives against Ennis, puts it up. It is good, and let's see if they count it.
No,
they're going to say it's on the floor.
It's still a foul on Raven.
And that's going to be her second. Team's third. For Glasgow's basketball, Raven Ennis checking out of the game, and Macy Lockhart in to replace her. Here's the lob into Gore. Puts it up over Delk. No good. And it's going to be batted out of bounds. And they say Gore touched it last. It'll be Barron's ball. So the ball comes into Murphy.
Raven's out, so now they're chasing Elizabeth.
Yep. She stops, goes into Delk, turnaround shot. Good!
And she even turned the wrong way. She turned away from the rim to get her 20th point.
20 points for Carly Delk. Here's the lob into Gore. Back up to 8 for the Trojanettes at 35-27. Adwell almost walked with it. Here's Gore getting it across. Gives it off to Page. Back to Gore. Goes under. Puts it up. It is no good. Battle for the rebound. Put back up by Bradley and a foul.
We just didn't defend Gore, and she missed. But they're starting to tally those offensive rebounds.
That was on Eve Jackson. That is her second, team's fourth. And 2 shots for Kayla Bradley. She's 0 for 2 tonight. And the first one is up. It's good. She has 9 points. It's 35-28. Barren County at 5:26 to play in the third quarter. Bradley puts it up and no good. Rebound comes off to Carly Delk. She gives it to Bertram. As Bertram brings it in front court, leaves it off with Murphy. Page fell down. Jackson's got it on the right side. Now drives into the lane. Throws it over to Lockhart. She'll pull the trigger. It's no good. Adwell with a rebound for Glasgow. Lost the handle. Somebody needs to go get it. She's down on the floor. And a timeout will be called by Justin Stinson. 30-second timeout with 5:05 to go here in the third quarter. Take a People's Bank timeout. The People's Bank in Glasgow, your local community bank working for you.
It's just their second timeout that they've used. They've used two, we've used one. We're kind of starting this half like we did the first half, though. We feel like we're just all out of sorts.
Yeah. Glasgow led at one time, 22-15. Barren County came back and took a 33-22 lead, 18-0 run. And now it's a 7-point margin at 35-28. Carly Delk with 20 points for Barren County. And the Trojanettes will set up in a full-court press as Adwell will get it into Gore. Gore now looking, gives it back to Adwell. She's cut off, double team. Ball almost got away. And then here comes Gore, and she walked.
Yeah, she crossed over without crossing over the basketball. Glasgow fans all around us not happy with the officiating right now.
Katie Murphy with it for Barren. Off of the right side of the floor. Bounce pass in the corner to Lockhart. Lockhart looking down low for Delk. Can't get it to her. Now here's Delk posted against Gore. Hooks it up and in over Gore.
Gore's not committing to trying to block her shot. Good footwork by Carly.
Trojanettes back up by 9. It's 37-28. Bradley in the backcourt having trouble. Picks it up. Needs help. And another timeout or 10 seconds. 10-second call.
Nobody went to help. I'm not sure why these two guards on the backside are completely hiding in the corner about 60 feet away, but they need to come help Glasgow to get the ball over.
Eve Jackson is back in the ball game now for Barren. She's got it out front on the left side. Looking, lobs it back over to Murphy. Feeds it in there to Dell. Turns and gets it underneath to Lockhart. Puts it up and in.
Good two-man game and assist from Carly there.
Edward Jones financial advisor Jamie Harris assists for Carly Delk. And now the lead back up to 11 for Barren, 39-28. Page gets with the basketball to Adwell. Sends it down to Gore. Posted up against Delk. Throws up the shot. A foul. And it's on Eve Jackson. Her third, team's fifth. She's the first player to pick up 3. We're down to 4 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Gore is at the line. She's 0 for 2 tonight. The first one is on the way. It pops out. She's a 60% foul shooter on the year. Glasgow is 3 for 10 from the charity stripe. 39-28, Barren County. Gore back to the line for one more. It's on the way, and it pops out. Rebound to Katie Murphy. Over goes to Jackson, sends it back out front to Murphy. Bounce pass back over to Jackson. She dribbles twice, pulls up, right elbow, shot, good.
Finally. She needed that big time for her confidence.
Now it's a 13-point lead for Barren County, their largest of the ball game, and Page loses it out of bounds.
Our ball pressure is killing Glasgow right now.
Down to 3:36 left to play here in the third. Katie Murphy with the basketball. Trojanettes with a 13-point lead. Their largest of the night. Bounce pass comes over to Jackson. Jackson dribbles, pulls up, shoots the jumper. Got it!
She's kind of taking Carly's spot right there from 15 feet.
Pass knocked away. It's going to come out of bounds.
We deflected it. We didn't know where it was.
Didn't know where it was, and it was right there next to our bench. 3:17 left in the third. Barren County with a 13-point lead, 41-28. And Bradley will put the ball in play. Pressure by the Trojanettes. As Bradley still looking. Knocked out of bounds by Lockhart. Bradley, once again, looking, gets it in play to Page. She looks at a trap, now back to Bradley. She's in a trap, back to Page. Page getting pressure in the backcourt, splits the defenders, gets it across. Murphy trying to dive for the loose ball. Scrambling forward, jump ball.
Glasgow.
Possession of Glasgow with 3:07 to play. Here in the third quarter, Barren County leading by 15, 43-28. The ball comes out to Adwell. Adwell out between the circles. As Murphy trying to apply pressure on her, takes it down in the lane, puts it up, it's no good. Gore with the offensive board. Back out to McMurtry for a three, got it.
Got to cover her up. Glasgow full timeout out of that after the three, but she's hit her last two shots.
Yep. So timeout with 2:48 to go here in the third quarter. Barren County 43, Glasgow 31. Nina McMurtry hit a three right before halftime, and now her second tray of the night at the 2:48 mark of the third quarter. That's their first field goal of the third quarter.
I was going to say, outside of that, they're really struggling offensively, so they kicked that out because we had collapsed down on Gore and left McMurtry open for that three. So really, she's got back-to-back buckets to end the second, as you said, and to start the first field goal of the third.
After the game tonight, we'll have the post-game report. We'll also have the announcement of the all-tournament team, the all-seasonal team, and the all-academic team. We'll be back here tomorrow night for the boys' championship game of the 15th District as Barren County takes on the host team, Allen County Scottsville. Trojans winning Monday night 54-40 over Monroe County. And Allen County Scottsville slipping past Glasgow 51-48 on Tuesday night to knock off the two-time defending champs.
Raven been on the bench a whole long time here. They had been chasing her all game. She only has just a few shot attempts.
Yeah. Ball comes into Lockhart. She's guarded closely by Adwell. Gives it back to Jackson. Jackson's going to bring it up court. And now she's guarded out there by Bradley. Now looking for Murphy. Got Cassidy guarding Murphy now. She's come back in the ball game.
Looks like a man, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Jackson on the right side, bounces top of the key. Delk has a shot blocked by Gore, had it batted right back to her. Then Lockhart didn't see Jackson underneath the basket. She drives into the lane, puts up the shot, banked it in, and a foul.
Raven, Carly with a lot of confidence trying to shoot that three, but really it spread things out and opened up the floor for Macy to come around to the left side and get that contact and one.
Macy Lockhart puts up the free throw. It is good. Old-fashioned three-point play from Macy Lockhart, the freshman. She's got 6 points. The lead is 15 again. Ties the largest lead for Barren County. As Page gets it down to Adwell. She drives, pulls up, throws it off in the left corner for Cassidy. Fires away. No. Ball skips off of Bradley and out of bounds. 2:07 to play here in the third quarter.
They're going to try to throw a little pressure at us. It's a man variety pressure in the full court now from Glasgow.
As Jackson gets the ball in play to Murphy. Murphy races across the timeline. Driving it down the left of the lane. Throws it up and in.
End to end, and she had the angle, so Gore couldn't even come and help.
48-31. Barren County by 17. Bradley in the backcourt getting a lot of pressure from Murphy. Gets it across the line. Bad pass. Jackson's got it. Had it for a moment. Taken back away from Page. Pass deflected. Here's Adwell on the right side. And a foul called on Barren County. Is it on Delk?
Yeah, should be.
And that will be 3 on Carly Delk.
Just got underneath her just a little too much, but we've got to grab that ball. That's a turnover we've got to have.
And it comes into Gore. Working in there against Delk. And the ball out of bounds. Carly stayed with her that trip and just bodied up against her. So Trojanettes ball comes into Bertram. Bertram speeds down the floor, down the middle of the floor, stops and pops 14 away. Banked it in. People's bank shot, 16 for Bertram.
I'm not sure if that was on purpose or not, but it was a line drive right over the front of the rim.
And it's 50-31, Barren County. Gore gets rid of it off to Adwell. Races across on the right side of the floor against Lockhart. Now here's the lob down to Gore. Inside. She walked.
Yep. Carly really affecting Gore right now.
1:07 to play, third quarter. Barren by 19. Bertram behind the back dribble, 17-footer, rims, no good.
Got to finish that.
Taken off by Adwell. Adwell for the Lady Scotties. Push it to the right side of the floor. Drives, goes up with a shot. It's going to come off the rim. Delk had it for a moment, grabbed it on the baseline, gets rid of it out to Bertram. Bertram cutting across the right side, down left, feeds it off to Lockhart. Fakes, drives in, 6-footer, good.
Executed the 2-on-1 perfectly there.
52-31. In the corner, three, but Cassidy short. Rebound comes off to Jackson. Adwell reaches in, and there'll be a foul on Ansley Adwell. That's her third, team second of the half. 27.4 seconds left in the third quarter. Barren up by 21. Bertram gets it across. Had it smacked out of her hands. Got it back. Keeps the dribble going. Left side. Goes to the basket. Puts it up. No good, but a foul.
We're attacking a little bit more to the body of Glasgow. That foul will be on Gore. And Macy went into somebody's body. Can't remember who it was early, but drawing some fouls and getting to the line has helped to extend the lead.
Bertram's free throw is no good. She's one of three at the stripe. Mia Cassidy checking out for Glasgow. Back in for hers, Nina McMurtry. 15 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Bertram's free throw, good. 17 for Elizabeth Bertram. And the lead is 22. 10 seconds left in the quarter. Adwell down to 6. Adwell taking it in the lane, dumps it off. Bradley fires away. It is no good. Rebound to Jackson. That ends the quarter. And what a quarter.
Championship quarter right there.
After three, here in Scottsville, it is Barren County 53, Glasgow 31. We'll come back to the fourth quarter after this break. This is the 15th District Tournament presented by Don Franklin Auto Glasgow on 103.7 Nash Icon. Trojanets 53, Lady Scotties 31 as we start the fourth period in this championship game. Lockhart's got it on the left side. She dribbles it out, now picks it up, feeds it in there to Murphy. Now to Delk at the free throw line. Back to Murphy. Back out it comes to Lockhart. Now Lockhart being chased out there by Page. Gives it back right side over to Murphy. Murphy's covered up. Bounce pass in there to Delk with the right elbow. Hands it off out there to Bertram. Steps back, can't shoot. That puts the dribble down. This fourth quarter brought to you by South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help. Bertram driving, cutting back left, puts it up too strong. Rebound, Delk puts it back in.
It was almost as good as a pass there. Annie over.
24 for Carly Delk. And almost a turnover it is. Bertram's got it. And had it smacked loose from behind, but Page didn't see her. Page with it on the left side. Driving across it goes and knocked away by Delk and out of bounds. As Adwell was trying to go for the basketball. 7:09 to play in the ball game. Here's a lob into Gore. In the lane, forces up the shot, missed it. Rebound Delk. And stolen away by Page into Gore. Goes up against Delk and a foul. It's going to be 4 on Carly Delk, 7 on the Trojanettes. Here in the second half, it's going to put Gore at the line for 2 shots.
She falls down. She's got 3 charges on Gore, probably.
First one's good. After missing 4 in a row, it's her 9th point, first point of the second half for Ashanti Gore. Second shot is coming off. Ball's knocked out, and here is Lockhart with it for Barren. And leaves it out with Katie Murphy. Murphy penetrating, throws it back. Ooh, dangerous pass is knocked away. Loose ball foul on Murphy.
You got to score it from there. You can't play not to lose. When you get 8 feet wide open, you got to either shoot a runner or attack, and then Carly's wide open from the block.
So Glasgow will go back to the free throw line and shoot some more free throws with 6:48 to play.
Glasgow's not playing with a ton of energy. Don't get me wrong. They're not really fired up right now to try to come back from this huge deficit, but that doesn't mean that they can't get back in this basketball game.
Free throw's good for Paige. Her first point tonight. Again, Glasgow only 1 field goal in the second half, and it was a 3-pointer from Nina McMurtry. Second one's good for Paige. They've hit 6 out of 10 from the charity stripe in the second half. It's 55-34. Bertram cutting into the lane, dumps it off in there to Delk, puts it up and in.
That's how you attack. That's what you do at 6 feet.
57-34, Barren County. Bradley in the backcourt, being pressure. In the middle goes to Adwell. Adwell driving strong, goes to bucket, puts it up and in.
Strong move by her. She hadn't really scored a whole lot tonight. Hadn't really had a lot of looks.
Point. First field goal since the first quarter for Adwell. 57-36. Lockhart bounces it out to Murphy. Sends it down the corner. Bertram goes up the baseline. Goes underneath the Delk, and ball goes out of bounds off the hand of Bradley, I believe it was. Now Mia Cassidy checking back in the Lady Scotty lineup. She'll come in for Bradley. 6:06 left in the game. Trojanettes with a 21-point lead. Murphy lobs it out, and it is Bertram. Wanted to shoot that 3. Hooks it back out to Lockhart. Top of the circle. Fakes, drives left. Cut back right. Bounces it out to Bertram. Now Bertram on the right side, penetrating underneath the Delk, and she puts it in on the left side of the rim.
You think they would change their defense, right? I mean, Carly's she's almost got 30.
She's got 28. It's 59-36. Adwell dumps it into Gore. She falls down, and Delk stood her ground on that one.
He's going to foul her out with 28.
Yeah.
And on that, wow. I've been happy with the officiating. Don't get me wrong, but that was an excellent call. And
is that 4?
That's just 4. Okay. I guess they gave one to somebody else.
Yeah, I guess so. So she's still in there. Gore puts it up. It is no good.
You know, I will throw this in there. I'm not sure if Carly knows this or even it was brought up at all. But she might say, hey, Elizabeth, you know, I think you're the player of the year. I'm going to get your back tonight and make sure Ashanti Gore doesn't have any way to beat us. That might have been in the conversation in the locker room with some material.
59-37. 5.5 minutes to play. Lockhart, left side. Bounces it back out to Murphy. In the middle, Bertram turns and fires, and it's no good. Lockhart got the rebound, lost it. Delk came up with it, but we got a foul called on somebody. And it's going to be on Paige, her second. Team's 4th. Well, the fouls are kind of uneven. Barren County has 9. Carly Delk checking out of the ball game.
And a standing ovation, well deserved.
Taylor Harlow coming to replace her with 5:17 still to play and a 22-point Barren County lead. And Lockhart with the basketball. Sends it back over to Murphy, penetrating to the free throw line. Stops, bounces off left side. Bertram 3, no good. Rebound to Gore. And look at a foul. And it's on Macy Lockhart, her second, team's 10th. So Glasgow in the double bonus with 5 minutes to play. And it will be Gore going back to the free throw line, where she is 2 of 8. Gore's first free throw, no good. we'll have one more try at it. And that one rims off. Ball got away from Ennis, but taken by Murphy. Murphy slowing it down, right side to Lockhart. Lockhart now putting down the dribble. She's guarded by McMurtry. Takes it right side, sends it back out front to Murphy with 4:40 to play. And here's Bertram, left baseline, kicks it out the free throw line. Here's Lockhart driving, giving it back to Bertram. 10-footer to the right side, no good. Rebound to Adwell. Adwell trying to go, got around Ennis, takes it down the right side of the floor, stops, kicks it off in the left corner. Now here's McMurtry, left wing three, bottom.
They got both their three-point shooters on there right now. We just couldn't rotate out enough to cover everybody. McMurtry's third three of the night, and she has 2 of the 3 field goals in the second half with 4:14 to go in the ball game. It's 59-40, Barren County. They're still chasing Raven. Yeah. Bertram hooks it off down to Harlow. She puts it in.
Hey, look, we got a freshman that can do this too.
And an assist. Edward Jones, financial advisor, Jamie Harris assists for Bertram. 30-second timeout for Coach Piper Lindsay as the Trojanettes have a 21-point lead. 61-40 with 4 minutes left in the basketball game.
When you throw a junk defense at somebody like that 3-1 chaser that Glasgow started the game with, but the thing is, Glasgow stayed in it the whole game.
Yeah.
Even when we went on that run, we outscored them 22-9. They were still in it. When we outscored them 20-6 in the third quarter, they're still in it. And guess what? A 21-point lead, they haven't gotten out of it. So it's a defense that you can't really get out and pressure somebody in, and you can't come back in down 21. So with this timeout, I wonder what they'll come out in. And it's got to be something different to make a little pressure, make a little noise, and try to turn us over, even though we only had 1 turnover at the half. And we don't have very many more this half either.
Glasgow has only scored 15 points in the second half. 3 baskets, 2 of those 3-pointers from Nina McMurtry. And they've hit 7 of 13 from the foul line in the second half.
Well, when we began with the end in mind in this game, I didn't really think it would turn out the way it's turned out.
No.
But we've still got 4 minutes to really hammer this home, and you gotta want to go in as a winner. I haven't checked that Bowling Green Warren East score,
right?
But that's definitely where you want to be, going in as a winner instead of going in as a runner-up.
That is true. 3:56 to play. Glasgow with the basketball. Barren leads 61-40. Adwell, top of the key, cut over left, gives it off to Cassidy, out to Adwell. Dumps it inside there to Gore. Hooks it off in the right corner. 3 in the air. Good for Page. It's 61-43. Bertram driving left, cut back, steps back, can't shoot. Bounce pass, left corner, Lockhart. Lockhart bouncing back out to Bertram. Bertram now wants to angle off to the right side, pulls up with a jumper, got it, and a foul.
See what I mean with their defense? They're not double teaming, they're not trying to trap, they're not really doing anything. We can stand out here in the old Dean Smith for 4 corners and just throw it around and burn this last 3:20 off the clock.
Back in the ball game. It's Carly Delk and Eve Jackson coming in from AC Lockhart and Taylor Harlow.
It's a good few minutes for Taylor Harlow. Carly's been in there pretty much the whole night. Well deserved break. And I'll tell you what, we didn't see much drop off either.
No, and Justin Stenson's emptying his bench. They're throwing it in. Bertram at the line, 3:20 to play. Barren up by 20. Free throw is coming off. Rebound, knocked out of bounds by Jackson. Glasgow with trying to check the lineup here. They got Cassidy, they got McMurtry, they've got Chloe Hale, a 5'9" 8th grader. Ashton Botts, 5'5" freshman handling the basketball. And Janae Bradley, a 5'9" freshman in the ball game. Here's Botts working left side, gives it off to Cassidy. Circles to the top of the key, gives it off to McMurtry. McMurtry back out now to Cassidy. She'll hand it off to Botts. 3 minutes to play in the basketball game. Hale, or rather McMurtry, left side corner. Cassidy back out to McMurtry. Hands it off to Botts. Botts back over now to Cassidy. Now Cassidy on the dribble right. Leaves it with McMurtry. Gets it back out to Botts with 2:40 to play. Botts trying to penetrate. Got a whistle and a foul on Bertram. Her second. And you're going to see the starters come out for Barren County here at 2:36 left after the first shot from Ashton Botts. And it's good for Botts.
You'd like to see Carly get to that 30, but you wouldn't ever guess you would have been at 28 to begin with. If somebody picked Carly Delt to be the MVP tonight, it was a lucky guess, but she sure was, and without her, this could be a much different basketball game.
63-44. Botts back of the line. The shot goes up, and she banked it in straight away. Got Liberty Rice, Emma Hughes, Addison Smith, and going to leave Katie Murphy and Raven Ennis on the court for right now. Emma Hughes and Liberty Rice, Addison Smith on the court. 2:23 to play. Barren up by 18. Smith with the basketball, covered up. Needs help, feeds it off underneath, and it's going to go out of bounds.
Great idea to get the back door to Katie, just couldn't quite catch up to it.
Makia Fogel also the ball game for Glasgow, 5'6" sophomore. And Botts with the basketball at 2:08 to play. Angles off to the left side. Leaves it out there with Janae Bradley. She circles around to the right on the dribble. Cut off down there by Ennis. Hooks it back across the lane. And giving it back up. That's Caroline Murphy in the ball game, a 5'7" freshman for Glasgow, handling the basketball out to Botts. Minute 48 to play. Angling off to the right side. Botts gets rid of it to Fogel. Fogel circles around to the left side, hands it off to Janae Bradley. Bradley back over to Fogel. Now Fogel working at the top of the key. Back to Botts with a minute 34 left. Janae Bradley circling around to the right. Wants to drive with it. Had it smacked loose by Smith. She reached in and tied it up. Glasgow's basketball at the minute 24. Graceland DeWeese. Madison London will come in for Raven Ennis. And Katie Murphy. Glasgow's basketball, a minute 24 left. As Botts sends it out to Fogel. And she throws it away. Intended for Murphy. Caroline Murphy for Glasgow. 1:21 left. Well, Trojanettes three-peat.
They had to earn it. Glasgow came at them early, they withstood a huge fury.
And here's Rice driving to the bucket. They've got fouled there, but they're just letting them play right now.
Oh, yeah.
1:08 to go. And Botts leaves it off with Fogel. Gets a screen from Hale. Works to the right side. Walked with it, but got away. And here's Hale. Reach-in foul on DeWeese. 2 shots for Chloe Hale. 57.4 seconds to go. And her free throw is good. Glasgow only 4 field goals the entire second half. 3 of those three-pointers. Another new player in for Glasgow. And you got Mariana Bradley. I'm not sure who 32 is. I don't have her on the roster. You got it on yours?
Mia Fogel's who I have.
I mean, not 32, but 23.
I don't have a 23.
Okay. Shot no good. We got a foul, or I guess foul on the rebound. And we're going to put Hale back at the free throw line for the Lady Scotties, where she was just there a moment ago. Shot goes up, and it is no good. Got Michaela Smith in the ball game, but couldn't get to the rebound. And working with it on the right side. 45 seconds to play. Hale sends it over the left side.
That's Bird, is 23.
Bird?
Condescence Bird.
Okay, I didn't have her on the roster. 35 seconds left. Mariana Bradley gives it to Bird. Bird throws it back in the right corner, going up the baseline. Pass was deflected, but here's a shot from Murphy, and she puts it in. Caroline Murphy makes it 63-48 with 19 seconds to play, and Liberty Rice will bring it up. Gives to London. 9 seconds left in this championship game. The Trojanettes are going to win it. Here's a feed down to Rice. She'll put it up and in. And that will do it. And the Trojanettes have won the 15th District Championship. 65-48 over the Glasgow Lady Scotties. Trojanettes had to fight.